Welcome to the final lesson of the networking module. We've built a network from the ground up. Now we learn how to protect it. Firewalls, VPNs, and the common attacks, and the security principles that should guide everything you do. You don't need to be a security expert, but as a helpdesk tech you are on the front line, so these basics matter every day. Let's set the scene. Networks are useful precisely because they connect things, and that's exactly why they need protecting. As a helpdesk technician, you're on the front line. You reset passwords, you grant access, and you hear the very first reports of something suspicious. You don't need to be a security specialist, but you must know the basics, because a small misconfiguration you make can open or close a serious security hole. First, firewalls. A firewall sits between networks and decides what traffic to allow or deny based on rules. A sensible default is deny inbound, allow outbound, block unsolicited connections coming in, while letting your users reach out freely. Firewalls live as hardware at the network edge and as software on each PC, like Windows Defender Firewall. Remember, when a connection that should work is refused, a firewall rule is very often the reason why. Next, the VPN, a virtual private network. A VPN creates an encrypted tunnel across an untrusted network. There are two common uses. A remote access VPN lets a home worker securely reach the office network. And a VPN on public Wi-Fi protects your traffic from anyone snooping on the same hotspot. Inside the tunnel, your data is encrypted, so even if someone intercepts it, they simply can't read it. You already met NAT as a way to share one public IP address. It quietly helps security too. Because your internal devices use private addresses hidden behind a single public address, they aren't directly reachable from the internet. NAT is not a firewall, and you shouldn't rely on it alone, but it does mean an attacker can't simply dial up your laptop by its private address. It's a useful side benefit. You'll hear these terms constantly. Phishing uses fake messages to trick users into giving up their credentials. Malware is malicious software, like viruses, ransomware, and spyware. A denial of service, or DDoS, attack floods a service until it can't respond. And a man-in-the-middle attack intercepts traffic between two parties. Phishing is the number one way attackers get in, and it lands first with the very people you support. So helping users spot it is real security work. No single control is enough, so we use defense in depth, multiple overlapping layers of security. A firewall, antivirus, timely patching, strong unique passwords with multi-factor authentication, and the principle of least privilege, giving each user only the access they actually need to do their job. If one layer fails, the others still stand. And a user who only has the rights their role requires simply cannot cause network-wide damage. Let's make it practical. To confirm the Windows firewall is protecting a machine, run netsh firewall show all profiles. It lists 3 profiles, domain, private, and public, each with a state. All 3 showing on is exactly what you want to see on a healthy endpoint. It's a quick, reassuring health check you can run on any Windows machine in seconds. Let's recap and wrap up the module. Firewalls allow or deny traffic by rules, and VPNs encrypt your traffic in a tunnel. NAT quietly hides internal devices, and you should recognize phishing, malware, and denial of service attacks. Above all, practice defense in depth and least privilege. Your task, run netsh firewall show all profiles and confirm all 3 profiles are on. List the layers of defense you'd recommend for a small office, and write 1 sentence teaching a user to spot a phishing email. Congratulations, you've completed the networking module.